Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you, and you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful to connect with you. Wonderful to say hi. Hello, how do you do? What is happening? What's going on with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings I send unto you. For those who will be live, yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I can appreciate that. For those who will be for those who will be on, and I don't know you on, and I might not never know you on. I get it. I get it. And then for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's make it do what it do. However it is that we do it, I'm good with it. So I just send you blessings, blessings, blessings. But I'm trying to find my earring, y'all. Blessings and more and more blessings unto you. All right, let's talk about what we here to talk about today. Let's give them something to talk about. I don't know what I did with my earring. There it go. There it is. There it is. So today's conversation is about the living imperative. The living imperative. Right? So the living imperative. That which is of vital importance, that which is crucial, right? That which is essential or urgent. The living imperative. The living imperative. What do you think I'm referring to? What's the living imperative? What's the living imperative? That which is vital, that which is urgent, that which is crucial, beloved. The living imperative. The living imperative is growth. Growth. It is expected. It is anticipated. It is assumed, beloved, that we will grow. Expected, anticipated, assumed that we will grow. That we will function in growth. We will move in growth. We will be beings of growth. That our daily activities would be those of growth. That we would use our mind, our bodies, our spirit to grow, to become, to expand, to increase, right? To elevate, to explore, to know more, and then to act on that knowing. It's a living imperative. It is an expectation, right? It is built into our very essence, our very soul, to our very being. Growth. Erica, good morning, honey bun. Good morning. Love you right back. Growth is expected to be expected. It is to be done, anticipated. It's a part of our developmental process that we would grow, that you would grow, that I would grow, that we would increase, we would become, we would expand, we would become more of ourselves, that we would have more to offer, right? That we would have more to offer, that we would be increasing in maturity, greater, larger, more expansive over time. Over time. Okay? So, as you think about this idea of increasing in size and becoming more and extending yourself to grow in life, to mature, to improve, to expand in life in some way. We can grow intellectually, we can grow spiritually, we can grow emotionally. We can become more confident and secure, right? We can improve our physical and our mental state, our physical and our mental health. We can grow. Margie, hey cousin, all is well. I pray the same for you. We can grow. So this week we're going to be talking about growing. We're going to be talking about growth tips. Growth tips. What are the tips for growing? So we're going to be talking about that, what that looks like. Our growth tips. What are some tips that you use? What are some tips that are available to you? What are some strategies that you employ for growth and expansion and increasing and becoming? What are those things for you? Right? Growth expansions, growth increasing, growing. So it's just expected that we will become more. With age, it's not intended for us to get older and lose mental and physical capacities. It's not intended for that. It's intended that we would grow and we would leverage the wisdom that we've amassed for the physical that we don't have, for the changes that happen in our physical. And those changes don't even have to be as drastic as they have a tendency to be. I think we have that because we expect that. We have it because we expect. I don't expect it. So what? So what? I'm 62. That don't mean I have to slow down. That don't mean I have to get, things that I don't want. It doesn't mean that. No, it does not. Right? As I continue to do things that are youthful, make myself available for things that are useful. We are to get smart as we get older, not dumber. Good morning, Dr. James. Good morning, Frank. Absolutely, we are. Good morning. Ray Price, happy St. Patrick's Day. Same to you, Ray. Same to you. Yeah. And so that is my expectation, that we would check ourselves. Are there habits that don't serve me? Are there habits that don't benefit me? Are there habitual ways of thinking that have been mine that just don't help me to get to my next step? Are there habitual ways of acting, of responding, of reacting that just haven't served me in my life, and I need to exchange that behavior, that response pattern? I need to exchange it for a more efficient, more beneficial response pattern. Are there ways of relating that just simply is stunting my growth, is a hindrance to me growing? Do you see? As we discover these things about ourselves, it is a living imperative, a human imperative, when we're going to use cognition and reasoning, the cognition and reasoning is available to humans, but so it's a living imperative for all living things to grow, but it's a human imperative that we grow in our cognitive abilities and our reasoning abilities, our thinking abilities, that we grow into those. We increase, we expand, we become more. And let me tell you, I read a statement the other day that I don't really have captured yet, but I have the idea captured. I don't have it captured verbatim. But the idea is that the best thing we could do for ourselves and for others is to become our full selves. Is to become our full selves. Like, that's the best thing. It's the best gift we can offer. It's our best service. It's our most for God too. So it's our greatest way of showing appreciation, to become more. The more I know, the more I'm able to teach. The more I'm able to access. The more I'm able to experience. The more I want to know and experience. If I'm satisfied with a little, then little I'll get. Do you see? If I'm satisfied with a little, then little I'll get. But if I have a voracious appetite for more, for expansion, for increasing, I should have got me some water. For increasing, for becoming, then more becomes available for me. And I'm able to share more with those who I'm called to serve in this season of life, who I'm called to walk with in this season of life, who I'm called to be with in this season of life, right? And so, I invite us to do a self-check. I invite us to do a self-check. I invite us to consider, what is it like to what would it be like for you to set an intentional growth plan? I like the way that sounds. An intentional growth plan for yourself. What would that be like? For you to do that. Set an intentional growth plan for you to say, okay, I want to grow. So I have a chart on my wall that talks about, let me see how's the title. Wellness is in the middle, wellness. And it talks about wellness in 8 areas. And that is emotional, financial, social, spiritual, occupational, physical, intellectual, and environmental. Now, you can find these charts and things like that that'll give you different ways. Some will give you 8, some will give you 6, some might even give you 4, some might give you more than 8. You get to decide how you expand them or lump them together. Yes, I like that. Set an intentional growth plan for yourself. Amen. Amen. So do you need to grow emotionally? Do you need to learn, expand your emotional capacity or ability to navigate? Do you need to decrease reacting and increase responding? Do you need to grow financially in your financial life? Do you need to learn more about finances and be more intentional, more aware there? Do you need to grow socially, right? Socially, where you see yourself and where you connections, right? Your connections, the understanding of people. My mind went somewhere else. Pardon me. Do you need to grow spiritually, right? Your connection with the divine, your connection with God, your connection with all that is. Do you need to grow spiritually? How about occupationally? Are you where you want to be there? Even if in retirement, occupation, I see it as a calling. So even though we may not be officially doing a thing, occupationally, we still got a thing to do. We still got something to do. Physically, are you working on your body? Is it in a tip-top shape? Are you giving it what it needs? Intellectually, are you stimulating your mind? Are you exposing yourself to things that cause you to think and reason and consider and all those things? And environmental, good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support well-being. What is your environment like? What are you exposing yourself to? What are you giving yourself to? What's in your environment? What do your eyes see? What do you smell? What do you hear? Is it noisy? Is it cluttered? Is your environment with people life-giving? All the things. We get to decide what we need and what works for us. All right, beloved, we are good. We are here. This week we're talking about our living imperative, and that is growth. So I want you to be thinking about what's your intentional plan for growing. What is your intentional plan for growing? Pick an area or two and decide that you want to improve in that area. And then let's put some plans in place for some steps of improvement. But with those plans have to become measurements. So how will you know that you've improved? What will be different when you've grown in that area? What won't still be happening and what will now be available to happen? Lots of ways to ask the questions. Asking questions we shall. All right, beloved, at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Have a great day.